Hey everybody, this is the Mentor speaking. I almost said the Farm Engineer. That's my old channel. This is Alex. It's great to see you guys. I wish I could really see you. Thank you for popping into this video. I appreciate you watching it. And make sure to check out my Parasocial Sunday FUNDAY Power Hour Plus at 2 p.m. Central Time on this channel. I do a live stream. Just come by, say hi, talk about topics. I blather on for a bit, have some fun. And I'm not doing current things. I don't like to do current thingisms where it's I jump on the bandwagon for whatever's in the news cycle. I usually try to talk about subjects by themselves. Today, I want to talk about a subject that was kind of just occurred to me as I was meditating and trying to think about why do men and women have different abilities from each other. There's a gender difference here, and this is my contention. There's a gender difference between the ability to maintain institutions, to maintain institutional power, right? You let guys be in charge of something, and you get stuff like the Hebrew church, which has been in existence for thousands of years, okay? And you give ladies power over something, and you get the modern, I don't know, you want examples? Modern university system, modern education system for K through 12. Take a look at different churches that have just let ladies run it. It's a hot mess. I think there's a certain viperous internal struggle that destroys the institutions. Like men will have a conflict head to head, and the winner will be very clear. It'll be decisive. Everyone will acknowledge it and understand it. Whereas for ladies, it's like a constant backbiting. They never really vanquish the opponent or the opposing view or put it down. They don't put it away. It just always rears back up until eventually you've collected enough of these vipers that the pit of vipers is now always active until the thing just falls apart. So that's not the subject today. That's a subject for another time. There are certain social, I call them mean girlisms that ladies have that end up destroying their institutions. But there's one difference between men and women that is actually more fundamental and doesn't necessitate any malactors. It doesn't necessitate any ill will or struggle for power. What it is actually our relationship to power, men and women's relationship to power. So imagine power as an actual glowing object that you hold on to, right? You have this actual glowing object. Women will say, I want to share this power with those who are in need. I want to share this power and make everyone better, right? Whereas men will say, I have this power, I must protect it. I must maintain it for its own glory's sake. And that seems really villainous at first when you think about it, but think about it this way, okay? Let's say you're a rich man in Florida and you have a mansion and there's a hurricane coming and your mansion is hurricane proof. It's a bastion against hurricanes, right? Now the lady will say, we should house people who were fleeing and help them out. And the man may say that. He might also say, but that's going to diminish this house. There's going to be wear and tear. It's going to diminish the prestige of the house. This is a place that's sacred. This is a place where people are not supposed to go. And it's supposed to be maintained as such. And the lady will say, well, that's villainous. We should share it. We should share it. Well, how many times can you share that house until the house is actually diminished, until the house is scuffed, until the walls have holes in them, until the glorious and wonderful thing you have is no longer maintained for its own sake. It's only used as a thing to help people who are in need. It's an interesting relationship difference that men have between power versus women. Now, sometimes women will take on this role, but the power where they're hoarding power, right? I'm not talking about hoarding power. I'm talking about protecting the institution of power itself, right? So another example would be the university system. The university system started with, I would argue, with a bunch of men who were arguing, and they came to several tenets and truths through hundreds of years of them debating and arguing and exploring ideas. They came up with tenets of truth, and they decided to start teaching these tenets at a school. Well, and the best and brightest get to go to the school. That's what creates the glory of the school. It makes it so prestigious, is that it's exclusive. This is actually a big deal difference between men and women. Men like exclusivity in terms of merit. They only want the best and brightest. They want whoever is the best at it, right? Whereas for ladies, they've taken the university system and said, well, we need to let these disadvantaged people in and these disadvantaged people. It's very feminine energy, letting in, using the university system as essentially a welfare system or something in that vein, in that spiritual vein. The university system exists to uplift those who are disadvantaged rather than those who are advantaged exist to uphold the institution, where people are the source of power and the institution is what they feed into to make something greater. Whereas ladies will start trying to slice off pieces of it and give it away as some sort of charity. This relationship to power is actually the most destructive relationship you can have. Once in a while, you should share. Okay, I will acquiesce. But if you just become a nothing but a sharer, it destroys, it absolutely annihilates the prestige and the power of the institution, because institutions only exist via faith. You have to have faith in them, and that faith uplifts everyone else, right? I have faith in the police, so I don't have to like hoard tons of guns and set traps and act like a paranoid person. I have faith in the police system. I have cat hair on me. Gross. Nice. Just realized that. That's too funny. It's very clingy Maine Coon cat who likes to jump on me and leave cat hair. It's very unsightly, and I look good in black, so we got a bit of a nightmare scenario. Anyways, the giving away of the prestige to help someone destroys that prestige. Like it's a fundamental difference between our relationship to power. The masculine way is that power exists for power's sake, to rule over us, so that we don't have to worry about certain things, right? Now, obviously, there's also a masculine component of rugged individualism. I think everyone agrees there has to be some institutions. Even if those institutions are spontaneous, ad hoc, and temporary, right? But institutions nonetheless. For ladies, they think the institutions tend to exist to help the people who are in need most and distribute that way. It's a very distributive mindset. And I just want to talk about that really quick. Thanks for watching. If you have comments on that, it's contentious stuff, right? Because we're working with Mercury. This is not like set science, right? You're not going to get like a double-blind study on attitudes like this without great difficulty. You can really only go anecdotally, right? But a lot of our philosophy, a lot of our greatest ideas just happen when men were speaking. Like, we don't have to have permission to have an opinion. Okay, it's up to the scientists to try and validate or invalidate what I'm saying. What I'm saying isn't invalid as it comes out. That's up for the debate of the people like yourselves. Please do so in the comments. I'm excited to see it. I definitely think there's a revealed truth here. There's like revealed preferences. There's also revealed truths. The revealed truth seems to be that ladies can't even keep a bake sale organization going for a dozen years without it falling to infighting or them going totally broke because they've given away all the baked goods to the poor people, versus men who can keep stuff going for thousands of years, right? It's the pharaohs of Egypt, right? It's the rabbis of the Hebrew church. It's the priests of the Vatican, right? These are all male institutions, male-run institutions, even though the Vatican's kind of run by guys who are not exactly manly men, but they're men nonetheless. Okay, we'll give them that. No slight to the Vatican. I've never been there. Maybe it's nice. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe they're all just a bunch of giga-chads there for all I know. I've never been there. I mean, they're Italian, so I have to imagine they're kind of like of slight build. Anyways, please like, comment, subscribe. Join me on Parasocial Sunday, FUNDAY Power Hour Plus. I just rap on like this. I hate editing. I don't like to do editing. And I love talking with people, and I love engaging with ideas. Please join me there. I love a debate. If you ever want to come on as a guest, I'm a small channel. Let's go for it. I like it. All right. You guys have a great one.